right now. He's not my fighter. But should Canelo be fighting Chavez? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's so crazy. When we talk about loyalty in the sport of boxing, when we talk about loyalty, when you look at Canelo, did Steven Espinoza and the Showtime team let this, and myself, we helped build this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in the sport of boxing. Because Al Heyman was a smart, shrewd businessman. They want to sue him because he was smart.
Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. What's up? Yeah, we working. Man, we gonna talk about it. There's a lot to talk about, apparently. Make sure y'all come in and smash the like button. I don't know how long the stream gonna be. We'll have to see how it goes. Spin up. YouTube still ain't sending the notifications out. I got you. Tunnel Vision said it best. Old media never gets tired of being wrong. They love to stay trying to sink. They say on the sinking ship. Well, I guess I'm the iceberg that sunk the Titanic, because that's coming. We gonna talk about it. The black channels. Why are Charlos charging $75? The black oh my God, we gonna talk about it. I couldn't wait to go live on this subject. While we wait for YouTube to send the notifications, how's everybody doing? Let's start here. I'm gonna just warm up the mic. Bro, it's about to go. It's about to get ugly. Ego, Dan upset. ESPN decided he wasn't worth the money. Let go. I don't know what it is, bro. Bro, those dusty mofos don't pay for fights ever anyway. So how you gonna complain? That's a great point. See, a lot of the people, you look at it like this. Fear of a black planet. Everybody in the comment section type fear of a black planet. They know the Charlo brothers, Jermel and Jamal, are popping. They're action fighters, so they can't call them runners and marathon runners and say they're boring like they do the black fighters. They can't do that because we know they're action stars. They get knockouts. They go for the knockouts. They have skills, but they have defense and aggression. So they can't call them the typical runners like they do with Afro-Cubans and also dark-skinned fighters, black fighters, right? Charlos, they have the ability to sell like mouthpiece and engage and have funny Zoom calls and stuff. Like, for example, and this is not, I'm not taking no shot, I'm just being real. That's what I do on my channel. Mean Machine just did a Zoom call. How many of y'all watched that? He has a fight. How many of y'all watched that? Because I know you guys watched the Charlo Zoom call because I posted on my channel and I got great money from the video and the viewership. Bro, fear of a black planet. That's the phrase of the day. How many of you guys watch Aegis Kavalaskis, whose Top Ranks main event? He had a Zoom call with his opponent. How many of y'all watched it? Because when the Charlos did back-to-back days and they did the Zoom call, people seemed to be entertained. People hit me up on Twitter. They hit me up on Instagram. I seen people sharing the clips. I know people watch my video because I got the money and I got the views to show it. It's in my analytics. So they're trying to sabotage the Charlo brothers. But new media, we're not finna allow that to happen. I need Texas, especially Texas, to stand up in a big way. Order that pay-per-view. They're not finna do that. I told you, you're not gonna come into boxing with these old archaic ways of thinking and constantly trying to down American fighters, including black fighters, black African American fighters. I'm not finna let that slide. So as long as I'm in the game got a voice. We gonna always speak for the underdogs. And what they doing is wrong. What they doing is wrong. In your heart, you know what I'm saying is right, and you know what people are trying to do is wrong. I didn't even expect. I thought we were gonna just warm up, but shit, I'm ready to talk. First 48, no snitch, but I'm ready to talk. Let me just get into the concepts. Y'all gotta smash the like button. We'll get into it right now. Fuck it. Fear of a black planet, y'all. So the Charlos, they're on they're headlining a great card. That's for starters. They have a great card. Showtime. Showtime has probably the strongest schedule out of everybody in boxing. So let's start there, right? Strongest schedule in all of boxing. But now people are hating because I got an email y'all. I got the email from PBC, you know, headlining a great card. Media member, right? So I got the media email, and they said the price came out today is $75. So old media is now officially angry and triggered. And you see all the racists and, just old media people who want to see Al Heyman fail. Everybody seems to have a problem with it. But a lot of these people weren't going to pay for the pay-per-view anyway. That's the reality of it. A lot of the people who are now complaining, like, oh, 75. Who's paying for that? I'm going to stream it. Bro, support it. I got so much to say on this topic. I'm trying to calm down. Let me drink some of my iced coffee. Let me calm down real quick because I got a lot to say. Cursor, what up, though? Who got a notification to this stream? I got to get to the bottom of this on YouTube. Did you guys get notifications to this very stream? People ain't checking for him. Who? You got to speak English and you got to speak facts on my channel. People ain't checking for who? Man, Texas, stand up. Order that fight. I'm going to be ordering it. Old media going down. Shout out to South Phoenix Boxing. See, South Phoenix, he get it. See that? Facts. They hating because PBC running this boxing-ish. $75 for the card. And you getting it super cheap, real. Exactly. Bro, listen. Let's play a game. It's called How Broke Are You? Who want to play that game? Who want to play that game? How broke are you? There's a lot of people that are trying to do these fear tactics. Oh, we're in the pandemic. Fuck all that. We're in the pandemic. So what? Does that stop gas prices from being whatever they're going to be? Does that stop when, like, let's say movie theater. If the new Avengers movie comes out, who does this and says, oh, Marvel, I mean, a regular ticket costs $12. So if I want to take my wife, 12 times 2, that's $24. Then you want to watch it in 3D, you tack on another $10, $5 per ticket. What are you up to then? $34. Then you watch it in IMAX with Dolby Digital, DTS, those tickets are more expensive. Then you watch it in 3D, then they add on to the price. That's just the movie ticket. IMAX, Dolby Digital, DTS, 3D glasses. Every time you add something for your experience, they're not just going to give you the IMAX 3D experience for free. So they raise and add on the ticket. Now you inside at the movie theater, you got to get concessions, unless you snuck some food in. Popcorn, $6 for the large with a refill, with the movie theater butter. You got $4 for the drink. That's another $10. You want a hot dog or nachos? That's going to run you about $5.75. I used to work at a movie theater, FYI. And you better not want no goddamn candy because them Junior Mints, $3.25. Before you know it, you looking damn near, if not exceeding, one pay-per-view. And that's just to go to the movies for you and a date. You can get a pay-per-view at your crib and have people chip in and lessen that cost. You don't have to just swallow the cost. Like, a lot of y'all don't watch boxing just by yourself anyway. I do because this is my channel. I get paid from boxing. So I'm a little bit different. So I watch boxing dolo. But a lot of y'all don't. Y'all have a friend over or something like that. Figure it out. So like I said, who want to play the game? How broke are you? Motherfuckers complaining over $75 like it's the end of the world. Oh, man, we're in a pandemic and the California fires. But the UFC charging $65 for more pay-per-view. They've been doing a pay-per-view. Amanda Nunes just fought earlier this year. And it didn't do good viewership-wise, but they had the audacity to charge pay-per-view for it. Asante, now we getting somewhere. Smash the like button. He said the haters starting to feel the takeover. Now we fucking getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere, bro. What'd you say? 60 dislikes. That ain't real, bro. Bro, people be sending bots and all that. I don't care about none of that. That's not real, though. Trust me. If it says we have 60 dislikes, that's bots. Bro, every time I'm speaking and cooking up and speaking that ghetto gospel, that's what you can expect. Every time I talk about DAZN, yeah, bro, that's not real. Don't even focus on that. Focus on this. When they hate, donate. When they hate, donate. That's not real. That's cap. Fuck the cap shit. My man says, bro, South Phoenix rising. Yeah, new media rising too. And it feels good too. Bro, a family of 3 at the movies with popcorn, soda, and candy is $100 for sure. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But when it comes to Charlos, they're on a stacked card. Like me, I don't mind paying when I'm getting a value for what I'm paying for. Like a lot of old media, like I said, let's play the game. How broke are you? I go on a date. I go on a date and spend $60 on a plate, you know, especially if I get an appetizer. But if we go to a Brazilian steakhouse and then, you know, I pay for the date too, bro, that's $120, $150 bill. Especially don't add no drinks or an appetizer or something like that. And motherfuckers acting like, oh, why? $75? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. How broke are you? That's the game we playing. Really, like, listen, I didn't want to have to do this, but y'all made me. My man Joseph P said 20-ounce water is $4.50 in Massachusetts theaters. That's what I'm talking about. See? Now we cooking up. Yeah. I've been doing this. Everything's looking up. Old media, they looking up to me. But now we cooking up. Asante, he said, I give for good content. Speaking of, when they hate, donate. I get $100 super chats. That's just for me to bump my gums and continue providing continuous coverage, and people want to support the movement. Listen to me. Never, ever devalue your brand based on the opinions of sheep. This is a business. This right here, what you watching right now, is a business. Motherfuckers complained about 75. I get that in super chats. I get $100 super chats just like randomly. $50 super chat, 25. Don't let these old media disgruntled former employees that got fired and all this stuff confuse you. People have money, pandemic or not. You see it. Come to my channel and you see people dropping super chats. It don't matter what amount, $2, $5. This is an ongoing thing. So sometimes I stream 2-3 times a day, and throughout the day you'll see all that adds up. So don't get it twisted like people have no money to spend with you. I always tell you, support good business, support black business as well. You know, people act like it's such a shame to support black business. That's not saying don't support nobody else. That's saying it's okay. New media, we making it okay, right? We making it okay for everybody to eat. Now they see the Charlos getting powerful. If they win their fight and they do good numbers, it's going to be a wrap. That's what it's fear, y'all. Fear. Fear is stronger than love. Always remember that, like Pac said. They fear the takeover. They fear that the Charlos, they bubbling so much, they don't want them to do good. So they prematurely, like, you see Dan Rayfield, I seen Fight Hub, The Athletic, they doing polls and stuff asking if $75 is too much. People on Twitter are going back and forth of 75. Why do you even have to announce it? Either you going to buy it or you ain't going to buy it. Most of your viewers are Brown brothers. Block them. You don't know who my subscribers are, so you looking like a rat. Block Tahoe 310. You don't know who my subscribers are. Block Tahoe. That's a rat. Look, the money keep coming in. They want to keep telling you that money don't exist. You know, Jay Gibson. He debunks that. $5 super chat. God bless. Appreciate you. Bro, I tell you, support. Support was right. Support was good. You know, first of all, I don't even like, oh, shout out to Cinnamon Savage. Get rid of him. I'll buy another one. Yeah. Bro, Icy, he just made that up. He don't know my analytics and the demographics that my channel serves. Only one person has access to my account, and that's me. So I know you just guessing. Bro, it's fear. Fear is stronger than love. Always remember that. Like Pac said, it's fear. They know the Charlos is lit. Yeah, keep running your mouth. Keep running your mouth. Lions Only is lit. Listen, as long as Lions Only and the Charlos keep doing what they've been doing, they have a fan in me. If they ever need to use my platform, they need me to promote, then I'm good, bro, because they doing what's right. And we got to make it right in boxing. Listen, this is not my opinion. I'm talking about old media. Old media, previously, their notion was, who are the Charlos fighting? They're not fighting nobody. That's what they were saying, right? They're not fighting anybody. Come on. Despite knowing Canelo evaded the work, became a franchise champion, you know, despite the fact that Charlo had to fight Harrison in the second fight because he was robbed in the first fight. That's what a lot of people feel, right? People try to play dumb with old media like they don't understand it. Like they don't understand what's happening. You know Jamal Charlo been down to fight Triple G. You know he's been down to fight Canelo, but the politics didn't allow for him to fight them. But they complain when the Charlos, quote unquote, old media, when the Charlos ain't fighting nobody. Guess what? Now the Charlos, nobody can deny that these are great fights. Guess what? They still complain. Do you see what I'm saying? So people like that, you never gonna be happy. That's old media. That's how they try to stack. If you are black, that's how they try to stack it against you. That's how they try to stack it against you. When the Charlos, quote unquote, weren't fighting competition to your liking, you complained about that. Now they're in great fights, which should both basically both be unifications. Now people are nitpicking and saying, oh, $75. You know, that's a lot of money in a pandemic. What are we talking about, bro? Shout out to my man, South Phoenix. He said, bro, I went out and bought that 48 Laws of Power you talked about, good ass read. Shout out to Robert Greene. Bro, it's fear. Like I said, they know the Charlos is lit. They have the ability in the ring. They have the ability outside of the ring. And I don't know the Charlos like that. I've talked, interviewed them and stuff like that. But it sounded like two young black brothers about their business, even outside the ring. They got Lions Only promotion. That scares old media. They got their own promotional company. They got businesses outside of the business of boxing. They're into real estate or Lions Only or Lions Only Elite or clothing lines or, brand deals. You got young Melly Mel, Charlo. He got his own show on YouTube. So he coming over getting some of that YouTube dough and connecting with his fans with the ringside with the Lions stuff. It's fear. This is all when you black in America, that fear, it got them doing weird things. People doing polls, asking, like, just listen. To all the people who putting polls up and going back and forth on Twitter, if $75 is sufficient, they're trying to solicit a negative response. Trust me on this one. I could prove it. I'll do like Bruce Lee and dragging the Bruce Lee story. Okay, I'll prove it. I'll beat any man in this womb in less than 60 seconds. I can prove it. If you want me to prove it, I will prove it. I'm going to prove it. If the fans want me to prove everything that I'm saying the new media way, okay, I'll prove it. Can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Watch this. I'm about to cook these boys, bro. We're not playing games. If the fans want me, I do what the fans do. I do what the fans want me to do. If y'all want me to prove that old media, they hating on them Charlo boys and they fearful, they don't want the success, they hoping they lose. They want to see Rosario and Derevchenko win. And I could prove it because of the games that they play. If the fans want me to prove it, then I guess I got to prove it. Put hell yeah in the comment section. Watch me work. Time Woods says that's 2 pay-per-views in one. I'm buying. That's what I'm saying. If you're buying, say I'm buying in the comment section. Fuck all that other jibber jabber. He said he Texas raised. Yes, black, white, Hispanic, Mexican, Rican, Dominican. Salute. Stand up for what's real in boxing. If it's a good card, absolutely pay. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell people what to do with their money, but I'm always going to try to grow my sport of boxing. Motherfuckers are here and they just in the way. They trying to take down the sport of boxing. People complain that boxing ain't big or big like it was when Mike Tyson was fighting and all that. But you're not helping it get bigger because people are complaining about the $75 when Showtime is doing their best in a pandemic, giving you an action-packed card. So you complain when you get cherry-picked weak-ass fights. Then you complain when you get a great fight because you have to pay, acting like $75 is, ending your life like you can't pay. I'm not asking nobody to. I don't work for Showtime. I don't work for Steven Espinoza. I'm doing this from the heart. I'm being real. I'm talking to who I want to talk to. I'm not saying if you about to get evicted from your apartment, pay for the Charlo fight. You know what I'm saying? If your money ain't managed well and get evicted to watch this fight. I ain't saying no shit like that, but a lot of people have it more than they want. They spend $75 on weed and Henny and like a lot of y'all sucker ass, y'all be simping. Let me see, I'm from the Bay, bro. Listen. There be dudes, this why I can't support or deal with anything fake. That's why I'm already in the game, but this is the part of the game that I don't like, that I don't prefer, because I don't like fake shit. I don't like a bunch of fakeness. A lot of y'all be getting exposed on chicks' Instagrams and stuff. They be putting screenshots, and a lot of yous is simps. A lot of y'all dudes be simping. Chicks be on OnlyFans. They got a preview of a video. You can't even see what the video is about, and it'd be like a 2-second clip, and you got to take her word for it that it's some good shit. And then the chicks on OnlyFans be charging $75 for a video clip. A video clip, bro. Like a 30-second twerk clip or whatever. Bitches be on OnlyFans like, and y'all be simping. And y'all be paying. Y'all laughing because y'all know it's true. And y'all pay for that 16-second clip. Bro, I seen somebody had a screenshot on Twitter. Bitch had an OnlyFans. It was like 4 seconds. She was charging $125. And there's a fucking nut-ass dude somewhere who paid for that. For a 2-second clip, you paid $120. Wow. Just too horny and shit. Them motherfuckers be horny on that OnlyFans. Only Freaks. Change the name to that. Ain't no motherfucking fan. Only Freaks. You motherfuckers be horny on that. But then they were $75 for all these fights of the sport I love. That is ridiculous. But y'all had no problem paying these OnlyFans ass bitches. Man, come on, bro. Bro, they be on OnlyFans. Some of y'all watching this is laughing. Hi, you go with the joke. Y'all be on OnlyFans too. Come on, man. I was born that night, not last night. Y'all be on OnlyFans right now, and the chicks be like, "Oh yeah, you want a little preview? $50." And like, take my money. Now when it's some OnlyFans shit, is take my money. When you think you're gonna see a little bit of cheeks and cheeks and freaks, motherfuckers be thinking they Wesley Pipes on that OnlyFans shit. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, all the way, lift it up. Yeah. Oh, you nasty. Oh, you nasty. Yeah, wet that motherfucker up. Wet it up. Like, y'all had no problem paying for. Man, the money keep coming in. Y'all know how I do. $10 super chat. This shit easy. I'm finna pay for my pay-per-view just from working. Y'all sending me these tips. There's my pay-per-view. So I ain't worried about that. $75, all right. That's a light day. That's a light super chat day. You know what I mean? So a lot of y'all got to get y'all bread right. Y'all be simping on this OnlyFans shit, and you love boxing so much, but you complaining that, oh, Charlo's, 18 fights in a pandemic and double header, and you still complaining. So come on, man. Come on, man. You got to make this stuff make sense. Real Brother put the date. I'm going to put it on the screen. September 26th. Buy the fight. Listen, I want to see you guys all buy the fight just to see the Charlos succeed, just because we see the evil that is prevalent. You see what I'm saying? If old media wasn't doing the fuckery, then the numbers would have just been what they were. But now I'm mark my words, between now and September 26th, I'm going to try to give you guys the best coverage. They're doing a media day. It's coming up. That's going to be on the channel. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to try to give you guys the best coverage to preview this fight. Fuck all this shit. Shout out to Lions Only. Shout out to Derevchenko. Shout out to Rosario. This is a good-ass card. And the thing is, they trying to keep up with new media. So what they're doing is trying to be saboteurs and sabotage boxing. And instead of just admitting that this is a great card, it's a slew of great fights, really should all be unifications, because Derevchenko, we all know, beat Triple G's ass. That man Triple G almost got stopped, and the referee jumped in the mix. Oh, no, had ref. He was looking horrible in there. Triple G was looking horrible. And Jamal Charlo, like a thug, like a savage, like a true lion, off of that great performance that Derevchenko put up, he like, what? I'll fight him. And if he go ahead and beat Derevchenko better than Jacobs and better than Triple G, his star power is going to go. That's what they fear, bro. That's what they fear. They fear the Charlos is about what they say they about. And they already getting, the pay-per-view treatment. They don't want that. So they doing anything that they can. Bro, that's like the Charlos talking all this shit and saying, man, we faster than y'all. We from Houston, H-Town. We faster than y'all. And y'all want to do a foot race. Old media is so fearful, they'll say, oh, the Charlos ain't fast. They can't run fast. They not that athletic. I'll beat them in a race, right? But then you're about to race the Charlos to see if what they're saying adds up. You tie their shoelaces together. Saboteurs. Walk the block with a Labrador. Strapped with more alcohol than El Salvador. You trying to sabotage them. You trying to tie their shoelaces together so they trip on the, when they trying to hit that runway and get into their stride. What's real remains real. If you was faster than the Charlos, then you wouldn't have to sabotage them. If you didn't think, you would just give them the rope and let them hang themselves. If they thought they were stars and this pay-per-view is finna flop, right? Then just let it flop. But you have to go out of your way because you don't believe that. And it's fear. It's fear. So you have to try to tie their shoelaces together. And new media, we ain't about that. We ain't about that, bro. If they flop, they flop. If they succeed, they succeed. But we don't need old media coming in trying to tie motherfuckers' shoes together and try to solicit negativity on a great card. What does that do for boxing? Nothing. We not having that, bro. So I need everybody to purchase this card. Now it's personal. Now I want to see the Charlos succeed even more. Listen, this is not my fight prediction. May the best man win. But I want the card to succeed, because you see the BS that black fighters have to put up with just to get on top. Or not even to get on top, just to get a fair shot. Just to get a fair shake. Like, for example, all these other fights, whatever the pay-per-view, like let's say Golovkin fights Lemieux on HBO. You didn't see a bunch of polls and people asking, oh, are you going to buy this fight? Lemieux's been stopped before, and trying to make it look like, make this a point of contention to split the crowd and the panel and all that. You don't see that, right? Now I'm going to do y'all like Hove. Y'all got to get these likes up because I feel y'all playing with me. Where we at in likes? Bro, YouTube been disrespectful with the notifications, and y'all been disrespecting me with the likes. Y'all got to, if y'all want these streams, y'all got to get these likes up. That's a non-negotiable. You going to send super chats or likes or loot, or I'm out. My time is money out this motherfucker. He said, I'll pay $100 real talk. Absolutely. Just buy, listen, don't stream, just buy this shit. Period. I hope they do crazy Spider-Man numbers. Y'all got to get these likes up. Come on, man. Y'all got to get these likes up. Now, watch this. Watch how I cook these boys. Watch how I cook them. All right, look. This is how I know everything I'm saying. People are like, oh, come on, man. You're making it about race. Man, shut the fuck up. Pensacola, we talk tonight. This is how everything I'm saying I know that is true. Watch this. Charlo pay-per-view is $74.95. That is a fact. I got the email from PBC. Right? But it's a great card. You see all these old media people and people on Twitter, a lot of which were never going to buy the fight anyway because they haters and they don't support guys like Charlo, guys affiliated with Al Heyman, etc. So a lot of them, their vote doesn't count because they weren't going to support. No matter, you could have put Superman versus Batman on the card, they still wouldn't have got it because they cheap or they broke and ain't got no money, right? But watch this. People are stressing out, wigging out on the $75. Oh, this is too much. I mean, the card's good, but $75. I gave you the movie examples, going to the theater. I gave you the examples of, going to a movie, going to a restaurant, nice restaurant. You pay that on a meal, something you're going to shit out. You know what I mean? But here, let's look at this. $75. How much, somebody in the comment, we're going to do this interactive. How much does it cost for DAZN? How much does it cost for a DAZN subscription currently per month? Not no year, per month. How much is a DAZN subscription? Watch how I do them greasy. Every time, each and every time. What is the monthly rate for DAZN streaming app? Watch how I do them greasy. How much? I'm going to keep asking until somebody answers out this bit. How much does it cost for DAZN per month? Current modern day. Antonio, you are absolutely right. Antonio says it's $20 a month. Stick with me. That is right. DAZN costs $20 per month. They had Jaime Munguia versus Spike O'Sullivan and Joanna Man versus Franchon Cruz DAZN in January. They had Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas in February. And then the pandemic struck in March. Right? How many months were affected where nobody could have any live events? If you guys had a guesstimate from March to what month, how many months were there in between that where you couldn't do, no matter who you were, you couldn't do live sporting events at all? Everything was shut down because of the Rona-19. How many months was that? From March, so March, April, May, how many months was that? How many months? How many months was we in the pandemic where nothing could move? No live streaming events. It started in March. I'll give you all that head start. Smash the likes. How many months from March to when before live sports could come back on DAZN in America? Just guess. Like, take an educated guess. How many months where there's no content? 3 months? Come on. 3 to 4 months. Three to 4 months? 3 months? Where we at, people? No, UFC ain't on there. No, UFC's ESPN. Till DAZN brought fights back. Come on, y'all. All right, now someone's saying 5 months. 4 or 5. Okay, I'm not doing this all day. I'll take the median. Somebody said 3, somebody said 4, somebody said 5. So I'll say 4. $20 a month times 4. Where there were no fights, they charge you 20 a month times 4. I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but 20 times 4, that's 80. So for 4 months, you got charged $80 from DAZN for absolutely no fights. That's not my opinion. That's what it was. 4 months, no fights, 40 times 20 a month, or 4 times 20, that's 80. People are complaining in the conversation, the narrative that they're trying to spin is Charlo at $75 for a loaded Showtime card in a pandemic where they don't get a live gate. They're saying that's not enough value. But DAZN for 4 months had nothing. Nothing. Then when they came back, their fights got messed up. Senicia Estrada, she was supposed to fight some other chick, and then she ended up knocking out some other chick that had 5-0 fake record from fighting strippers, and that was a joke. Virgil Ortiz was the main event on that card, and he fought against Samuel Vargas, who had already lost to PBC fighters, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, and Amir Khan, right? So that wasn't no huge card. Then their fight with Julio Cesar Martinez, main event, canceled. He got sick. They said he had a throat infection, you know. They said it wasn't Rona, but, you know, it was right around the time of the Rona. They said it was his throat. He still ain't been back. Cecilia Braekhus got elevated to the main event. She got upset. Madrimov was on that card. He didn't look good. Bro, this is off the top of my head. Boxing. I am boxing's encyclopedia. So this is since they've been back. They were supposed to put on fights like Jorge Linares versus Javier Fortuna. Canceled. So that got canceled. Never got rescheduled. We don't know if it will get rescheduled because Gary Russell's making it sound like he has his sights set on Javier Fortuna. So that got canceled. You had Eddie Hearn's fight camp. A lot of Americans didn't even know about those fights or were connected. Then Dillian White, he was the biggest fight card. He got upset. The other fight with Katie Taylor and Delphine Persoon, it looked like a setup. So the point I'm making is this. 4 months of inactivity because of the pandemic, 4 times 20 a month, that's 80. Then they came back to a super light schedule with no big fights. Now Canelo's suing them. That could put Golden Boy on ice because they got a big lawsuit, 300 mil, 280 mil, whatever. Golden Boy fight cards might be kaput for the rest of the year. Maybe you get 1 or 2. They're saying Jaime Munguia, Toriano Johnson, maybe Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell, which they've been talking about for 2 months, right? Matchroom USA, they too have absolutely no fights on the books right now. None. In America or in the UK. Where's Joshua Pulev announcement? Where's Usyk Chisora announcement? Where's Golden Boy's announcements? But old media, they thought they was going to come in with new media existing and try to spin this and make the Charlos look bad and say this is a poor value, $75 for a loaded card. But DAZN gave you 4 months of nothing. You paid $80 if you was on the monthly plan and you didn't pause or cancel or forget. You paid $80 for nothing. Then they came back to a light schedule. Now Canelo's suing him. He trying to leave. He trying to leave Shutter Island. So you tell me what's the real value. Y'all not gonna play these games with me. But wait, there's more. But wait. Shout out to the people at Bellator. They emailed me. Oh, shot his mom's in the back. That's right. Bellator MMA looks to be losing or leaving and going to CBS Sports. That's what the email's about. Bellator MMA got a new deal with CBS Sports. Hey, I thought they were on DAZN, like I predicted. Man, come on, bro. You think these dudes can fuck with me? What? Bellator is leaving. What do I need DAZN for? Jake Paul left. His next fight is on a Mike Tyson undercard with a different app, Trilla. Logan Paul, that was someone that DAZN was vested in. He left. He just did a deal. I got an email about that. Bro, I'm too connected. I'm West Side connected. So let me get this straight. You tried to big up influencer fights. Jake Paul left. Logan Paul's next fight's not going to be on DAZN. Remember all that clout chasing they did with Logan Paul and Antonio Brown? And then that just went nowhere. They have no U.S. dates. And I'm supposed to get angry with the Charlos being $75. But why don't they put up a poll about DAZN? These same media outlets, the same people that got this energy, oh, what do you guys think? $75 for the Charlo stack card? That double header, right? The people that got energy to put polls up for that, put up a poll. Are you satisfied with this year DAZN? 20 a month. 20 a month? What's that, $240 a year? What value have you got? And I'm talking about the monthly price. Or $100 a year. Huh? What value have you received? But they won't put no poll up about that. So I don't know if people are being paid off. Eddie Hearn paid media people to put this out, but it makes you look bad. New media, digital mob. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So we're angry with the Charlos for taking on tough fights, which is what you guys said you wanted, because it's a $75 pay-per-view, but DAZN gave you no fights for 4 months or so. It charged you $20 and didn't say nothing. Man, come on, bro. Now Bellator's leaving. Canelo's trying to leave and sue. Golden Boy fights might get kaput and Fubar. Bro, what are we talking? He said, yeah, for the egg and cheese fights. Exactly. Bro, y'all don't want to see me like this. Young Ego Valley. Y'all get torched. That's what happens. It just tell the truth. Bro, yeah, these fake ass Eddie Slice, fake ass, he think he Kimbo Slice and shit doing fights in his backyard. You ain't Kimbo, motherfucker. You ain't Kimbo. Rest in peace to the god Kimbo Slice. You ain't Kimbo. Eddie Slice and shit. Eddie gonna grow a beard out and get gold fronts. He think he Eddie Slice out here doing these fights in his backyard. You ain't Masvidal. Man, come on. Stop playing with the god, bro. But I digress. Old media, they want to, let's just focus on the black guys. The Charlos. Yeah, they're in great fights. Pretty much both should be unifications. But let's complain about paying $75. But let's do some polls to see if people get angry and all that. But you ain't doing this to DAZN. Who? Listen, I'll do my own poll. Because I'm colder than the North Pole. Are you satisfied with DAZN's schedule in 2020? As a boxing fan, do you feel like you've gotten your content's worth from DAZN as a boxing entity? Yes or no? Have you got your money's worth? Have you seen the quality content that they promised on DAZN? We doing our own polls. We doing the new media poll. Potato Wedges says no, exactly. Afro Rican, no, exactly. What is DAZN's schedule? Exactly. Hell no. Hell no. Why doesn't mainstream media do those polls? See, you never could stop the people's voice. I'm like The Rock, the people's champ, the people's elbow. Y'all getting smacked with the people's elbow. Dwayne The Rock Johnson on you hoes. Look, but then you want me to complain about the price of Charlo shit, man? Where? Okay, here. Let's talk about DAZN some more. Where's Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell? They said this fight's been done for 2 months. Where is it? Where is that? Where is that? Where? This better be cigarette. It is. This cigarette weed. Where's that? Where's that, bro? Where is Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell? Now I'm gonna really dig in that ass like wedgies. Oh, it's about to get heavy. I'm about to dig in that ass like wedgies. Where is Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell? Where? Please let me know. I just look at Luke Campbell, his page, and y'all won't believe what's on it. Is it a fight announcement? I'm gonna show you. This is what he posted today. Luke Campbell, not a fight announcement. It says, deal done. So I'm like, oh, deal done. I'm delighted to announce that I'm going to be opening my own boutique gym. Cool Hand Fit 24 will be open in January 2021. He's opening a boutique or whatever, a salon, hair salon, a gym, whatever he's doing, but he ain't announcing the fight. Where's the Ryan fight? Ryan Garcia got his own YouTube, and he went on YouTube, and he was signing a contract. Where is the fight? He said, oh, I signed for my next fight. I'm seeing Ryan punch all these YouTubers on his Instagram, but I'm not seeing no fight announcement. He said, my man Antonio said, I'm leaving DAZN with Bellator. That's what I'm saying, man. But old media don't want to talk about that. Can you smell what the ego is cooking? Exactly. Luke Campbell will expose Ryan. They have to fight. When and where are they fighting? Especially with Canelo suing them. Canelo, he on his Usher shit. I'm ready to sign them papers. Well, I don't know what that does to Golden Boy. You think Golden Boy gonna have a bunch of dates on DAZN? Now, let's talk about it. Gary Russell Jr. He just posted a video saying DAZN was left off the contract and Matchroom was left off the contract. Remember what I told you. Man, I must be the greatest. I shook up the world. I told you. Remember? I said Gary Russell versus Devin Haney. It's a great fight. Let's see it. I told you. I said I'm not going to get too high. And I'm not going to get too low. I'm going to be in that perfect center. I got to be in that perfect center. I'm not, bro, boxing is not finna use me out this bit. And have me all pumped up and like, you know, singing the praises of a fight that ain't made and all this shit and getting all sucked in. Because people, if you're a boxing fan, you've been sucked down that rabbit hole before. Pause. You know what I mean? You've been led down that path before. So right now, what's up with Gary Russell and Devin Haney? I told you. I said I have skepticism because of DAZN. So DAZN, like, because to me, I don't know everything. I haven't watched, but I've been trying to keep up with what's going on. Shout out to South Phoenix Rising. Facts, you said that. I know what I say, y'all, because I'm there when I say it. I checked out, Fanon had a video, so I checked that out. And it sounded confusing to me. Like, I'm just being real. I don't have a horse in the race. I fuck with Devin. He from the Bay. Bill Haney. Shout out to them. Shout out to Gary. But the whole situation sound confusing to me. I told you, I'm not until I see some movement. Let's see it. LSI. it's something's cap about it. Because here's my question with the Devin Haney, Gary Russell thing. I've heard different statements, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just peeking in, but I'm all ears. I'm listening. I heard on one thing, Bill Haney. There's different interviews, so I'm just trying to put it all together, wrap my mind around it. On one thing, I heard Bill Haney say that DAZN is coming out with, or their plans for a pay-per-view structure, right? When they were talking about the fight, they said DAZN, they working on their own pay-per-view. Let's make this happen, blah, blah, blah. And then I seen another interview, because I've been trying to keep up with it, another interview where he's like, man, DAZN don't do pay-per-view. Man, what's this fool talking about? Or something like that. And I'm like, whoa. I thought, it was the same day too. Whatever this interview was, it was the same day. So I'm like, this shit too confusing for me. So that's why I said, just let's see it. Let's see it. 1 minute it was like DAZN working on a pay-per-view. Then they not working on a pay-per-view. They don't got pay-per-view. Today, Gary Russell said stuff was missing off the contract. That sound like when Eddie Hearn was sending Wilder them contracts and everything, something was wrong with it. Like I said, call me when it's gangster. LSI, let's see it. Hash it out, get it done. But I'm not partaking in a bunch of back and forth. Let's just make the fight. Now, here's the other thing. Shout out to the super chat, $10. Showtime is giving us more value for one pay-per-view than DAZN has given us in a whole calendar year. Oh, yeah, you ain't never lied. That's what I'm saying, bro. Boxing is not finna use me. I used boxing before that happened. Look. This is Lance Pugmire. He says, announced by Eddie Hearn that he's targeting Devin Haney to fight either Gary Russell Jr. or Gamboa November 7th. That's what Lance Pugmire of The Athletic tweeted. Slow it down, I just dissed you. Lance Pugmire says it's going to be Eddie Hearn announced Devin Haney versus Gamboa or Gary Russell. November 7th. Slow it down. I just dissed you. Let's put this from what I know. Again, I haven't peeped every little aspect, but you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, which probably won't be the case. Cito the Great says, Ego, man, I seriously think you're gifted on predicting that crap that happens. Props, bro. This is what I do, bro. I've been in the game so long, so I hear and listen, pay attention. All right, look. That Lance Pugmire tweet says, Eddie Hearn, I'll read it again. Y'all want to see it on the screen, or y'all just take my word for it? Now, Lance, just go to, it's his verified page. Announced by Eddie Hearn that he's targeting Devin Haney to fight Gary Russell or Gamboa November 7th. This was at 12:22 p.m., so this afternoon, right? But peep this. Gary Russell, right, just did a video in his car in a black shirt, and then he did an interview with Fanon with Bill Haney on the thing. And Gary Russell, from what I watched this part, so shout out to Fanon for capturing it. Gary Russell said, nah, Bill, we ain't fighting November 7th, Slim. He said something like that. He said, we ain't fighting that. He said that, bro. He said it's September, boom. What is today's date? Oh, 9/11. Prayers, 9/11. He said, that's only 5 weeks, Slim. We ain't fighting November 7th. And then Bill Haney said something to the effect of, well, tell me what date works for you. What day you want? What day you want? Right? But then after that, Eddie Hearn is saying you got to pay attention. After that, Eddie Hearn is telling Lance Pugmire, which he tweeted on his verified page, that Eddie Hearn confirms Devin Haney is going to fight Gary Russell or Gamboa on that same date, November 7th. But if you listen to that Fanon interview, Mr. Gary Russell, Slim, the Slim Stalker, he said he ain't fighting on that date. What does that mean? So if Gary Russell already X'd out the date of November 7th as not enough time to really get this over the line and train properly and prepare, then this report that's saying Gamboa or Gary Russell is not looking good. That's how I perceive this. So am I right or am I wrong? Did you guys see the same information? That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting all involved in all this back and forth. I don't care, bro. I don't care that much. If it ain't paying me no money, I don't care, bro. Just make the fight. I don't care. Boxing ain't finna use me. So it's looking like it's probably gonna be Gamboa. If Eddie Hearn is saying that Devin is gonna fight on that date, Gary Russell said he's not even fighting on that date. Adrian says, "Oh, the top prank strategy of misleading matchups." See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not doing all that. So it don't sound like do we know more about that fight today than we did 3 days ago? Probably not. So it's like it's too many loopholes and shit. Call me when the fight's ready and I'll promote it. Much love to Dev, much love to Gary Russell. It's that simple. But this does sound like what Top Rank be doing. Oh, Terrence Crawford, he's gonna fight Pacquiao in fucking Aladdin's basement and all, whatever the fuck. He gonna fight Narnia, Pacquiao, and all this stuff. And then we're looking at Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, boom, 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 boom. And then weeks go by, you don't hear no Pacquiao and Crawford announcement. You don't hear no Pacquiao Thurman announcement. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we want to fight Pacquiao Thurman or Kell Brook. And you're like, what did you say? Pacquiao Thurman or Kell Brook. And then now, all of a sudden, all the information we're getting is Crawford might fight Kell Brook. So that's not what you said. Bob Arum and Terrence Crawford both did slew of interviews stating that it was looking likely that the Pacquiao fight. That's another thing I got right. I told you guys I do not see Bud Crawford and Pacquiao. Remember? I said I don't see that fight happening this year. It's a pandemic year, no crowd or potentially no crowd, right? Pacquiao didn't fight Crawford for whatever reason when he was with Top Rank. How the fuck you gonna fight him when he owed PBC one more fight and it's a pandemic year? It didn't sound right. You know what I mean? And now that's what it sounded like with this Gary Russell, Mr. Gary Russell. He's saying I can't fight November 7th. Bill Haney did the interview and he said, give me another date. That's fine. Give me another date. But then Eddie Hearn saying Devin Haney's next fight is November 7th. This is why I'm like I said, call me when the fight's ready. That's why I had skepticism. And then on top of that, when a lot of this Devin Haney, Gary Russell stuff came out, people didn't have the knowledge that Canelo filed paperwork. I didn't have the knowledge either that he was going to sue, but I said it's been real quiet for Golden Boy, so I had speculation on that. And I did still tell you that Gary Russell, Devin Haney, I was skeptical about it because of DAZN. And then what I seen from the video, the back and forth with Gary Russell and Haney, or Gary Russell and Bill Haney, what I seen was Bill Haney said something to the effect of DAZN ain't putting up the money. And Gary Russell's mad that DAZN's name is not included in the contract. And then they were talking about something about Al Heyman might want to buy the fight on pay-per-view. Bro, there's only a couple months left. Who's the Icy killer? Icy got haters like that? That's crazy. So it's all too confusing for me, which is what I predicted. How's Al now? Al Heyman. They're saying that Al Heyman wants to buy the fight, but he didn't put it on his schedule, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when Showtime announced, when Fox announced. So, is he gonna put together the money and get all the terms by November 7th? And you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not doing all that, bro. I'm already spending too much time talking about this shit. Let me know when the fight is done, and I'll holla. But it's looking like Gamboa or other. I see he was coming for you. That's hilarious, bro. He tried to get you. Icy got his own stalkers now. That's hilarious. What did Icy do? Icy, you working today? Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. And then, like I said, with Canelo suing the fuck out of DAZN, that creates a whole nother situation for DAZN. That's probably why the timing might be why they're not willing to come up with the money. You know, they're in the middle of a lawsuit. Look, passive student says, "Damn, ego, you called it." What? I mean, I keep calling it. I keep getting it right in boxing. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if rabbit out the hat. But to me, it's not looking. It's not looking all that likely. But we'll see. Gary Russell, I did see him out of his own mouth tell Bill Haney on that interview that he wasn't fighting that date. But then after that, so I remember I told you guys. I said this is. I said I hope this don't happen, but I could see it getting to the point where it just becomes a big blame game. Oh, you're ducking me. No, F you. The business wasn't right. You ducking me. And it's just a bunch of finger pointing. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it's starting to become. First, like DAZN had the money and they were backing it. Now DAZN ain't coming out of the money. Like, cause I heard Bill Haney, he had said something to the effect of Devin will pay Gary Russell out of his purse. You shouldn't have to do that. Like, why would Devin like that? Just the business sound. I don't know. That sound crazy. Why would Devin have to forfeit his own purse to make a fight? So I don't know if the infrastructure is really there. Pay per view would probably be best because then you can get some of that extra cash from it. DAZN, they don't do pay per view. I mean, they haven't done. So their first pay per view going to be two black fighters, which they haven't done anything major. Name one black American fighter that works for DAZN or that fights on DAZN that had a major fight on DAZN, and he was the A side. So don't say Canelo Jacobs. Name a fight where a black fighter that was the A side fought on DAZN in a notable fight. Oh, y'all quiet now. See, man, come on. Y'all quiet now. All right. We know what that means. That's what I told you. It could get to a point of just finger pointing and Mr. Cap and you ducking me and Nah Slim. That shit for the birds unless y'all paying me. I said an American black, African American, somebody from America. Terrence Farmer. That's not even his name, so that don't count. If you can say his name right, I said Terrence Farmer. He half Crawford, half Tevin and shit. Who the fuck is Terrence Farmer? Man, come on, bro. He said I saw the interview. My man Nuke Juice saw the interview. Sounded like DAZN broke. I told you. I told you. And that's exactly what I said from the beginning. I said I don't. The fighters they probably want the fight and shit like that. But DAZN, I told you. This is literally what I said. I said DAZN, they have to be complicit and be down with everything. You know, they have to be complicit and down with the get down. You know, Devin shouldn't have to forfeit. Why does Devin have to produce money And explain that part to me, because I came in at certain parts of interviews. I'm trying to keep up with this, and I was driving. So why? Tell me why the Haneys have to put up 1.5 million and then forfeit their side of the purse to Gary Russell? Because I heard something like that. So somebody fill me in on that. Why would the Haneys have to forfeit their purse to make a fight? Like, you don't hear Danny Garcia and Angel Garcia coming up with the money to fight Errol and then having to surrender their purse to fight Errol. So that part was all confusing to me. You don't hear about Charlo fronting the money for Derevyanchenko and coming up with his purse. Why has Charlo got to do it? You see what I'm saying? So the business is business, and business got to make sense. And Mr. Gary Russell, he was saying that DAZN wasn't included in the terms page. So that's not a good look, because then did they have the buy-in? Here, y'all be the judge. Stop playing with me.
I just wanted to just give everybody an update on what's going on and what the status is. It's business, so we received the term sheet. We finally got a chance to actually get around, get it sent over to our attorneys and everybody else. And I want to say this to Bill Haney. Stop going around here telling people that y'all own boss and that y'all running shit, because y'all not. So get off the phone with Al, and an attorney of mine. And in the first line of the term sheet states that this fight will only take place based upon only if DAZN and Matchroom picks it up. That's a red flag. That's a red flag, because if y'all gonna make a fight, DAZN and Matchroom should have already picked it up, and they should have already been included within the contract, because DAZN is pretty much like this Devin Haney's promoter, and Matchroom is pretty much like the network or whatever that we would be competing on. So how the fuck y'all gonna send me a blank check? That's basically what they did, y'all. They sent me a blank check, y'all. They sent me a term sheet without the network or the promotion, which is DAZN and Matchroom, without them being included in it at all. And ultimately, I think what Bill is trying to do, I'm not gonna say Bill and them not trying to make the fight. I'm one of the ones that's gonna be real with the people. I think they try and make the fight, but I think Bill trying to middleman some shit and try to get me to be like, well, look, I got everything. We agreed to all the terms, and we got everything situated, and this is what it is. And then he wanted me to sign, and then he's going to go and take it back and try to present it to DAZN and Matchroom, and then they would have the choice whether they would, want to take the fight or not. They could very possibly be like, nah, that's not a good fight. So y'all trying to get me to sign a blank check? What the fuck? Hey, listen, stop this shit, man. I said I was going to come down to the number that y'all wanted. I came down to the number, and now what you telling me is, all right, well, sign this, and then I'm going to get back to you, and I'm going to let you know if Eddie and Matchroom them, they really want to make this fight. That's pretty much what's going on, y'all. That's some crazy shit. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. Y'all need to go get y'all Bill. Y'all need to go get y'all shit together, and then come correct when you deal with me, man. Y'all gotta come all the way correct, and when y'all dealing with me, y'all can't come with this little half-ass bullshit that y'all think y'all doing, man. That shit crazy. And then the fucked up part is Devin the one that's gonna get the ass end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? If this shit comes into fruition, I'm trying to make the fight. What's up? Get your peoples, man. Get your peoples, man. Tell your peoples to holler at us, Bill. Let's do this shit the correct way. You gotta do things accordingly when you do business with me. You gotta do business right. You can't do no side middleman halfway shit, man. Dude, we gotta do this shit all the way right. So to the fans, to the people, that's what's going on, you know. And if they keep bullshitting, I'm still gonna get me enough fight in. You know what I'm saying? I'm still about to get me enough fight in if they playing games, and it will be at 135. I'm moving up. I ain't playing with these niggas, man. I just wanted to let the fans know what was going on, what's happening, man. Y'all tell me what's up, man. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what's up. I mean, we can probably still get this shit hashed out, but they need to get their promoter and the network that we competing on board, because as of now, they not on board. So that's what it is, man. Holla at me.
So you guys heard it from Gary Russell himself. That's where it sits. And as the day progressed, I started seeing like Bill Haney and different people advocating for the fight. Like I said, this is why I told you what I told you, and I kept it pushing, because this is just too much. LSI, let's see it. Because I seen, so he said all that. He said get DAZN in rematch room on the contract and get them on board, so we know the money's good and somebody, we can hold someone accountable and there's no middleman, funny business, blah, blah, blah. And that we know what platform it's on, because that was a red flag. This is Gary Russell, right? But then now, as the conversation progressed, people are saying, oh, switch it to Al Heyman. But I thought DAZN was getting the fight. You see what I'm saying? How did Al Heyman and pay-per-view become this situation? That's why I told you. Holler at me when it's done. Let's see it. LSI. I'm going to keep saying the same thing, bro. It's just back and forth, not getting nowhere. Like, where we at with it, bro? And I do think it is a bit weird to not have a stationary. I told you from the beginning. I think DAZN is in a world of hurt and a world of trouble. And especially with the Canelo, maybe if the timing was different and we weren't in a pandemic or Canelo wasn't suing them, maybe they could get something done. But I think they're getting out of America, to be honest. I think they're working on their exit strategy. They are losing money in America. Smash the like button. Their endeavors in America. Bellator just left them, and they're going to be on CBS. So that's one. That's one. They're losing money, bro. Name one card? What, Jaime Munguia? Hold on. Jaime Munguia versus Spike O'Sullivan. That's gonna keep you afloat. That's their fight from January. Then you pay Mikey Garcia $7 million versus Jesse Vargas, another fight no one asked for. Jesse Vargas got 1, 2 million, 3 million, whatever. That's a $10 million fight. And then the pandemic hit. They have no Teofimo Loma. They have no Wilder Fury 1 or 2 or 3, right? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? And like I told you from the beginning, DAZN has never showed that much interest or any interest in over promoting or putting at the top of their program list black fighters. Black fighters. Especially American black fighters. So now all of a sudden, I'm to believe that DAZN, when they're being sued by Canelo for the rest of his contract, basically, 300 M's, Ryan Garcia might try to follow Canelo. That would be huge, a huge blow to Golden Boy and DAZN and the whole operation. Bellator just left, and now their name, what Gary Russell is saying, it sound like it makes some sense. Now I can understand why DAZN's name ain't on the contract, because Devin Haney and Bill could want the fight, but he could be sending Bill and Devin, the Haney promotion, to orchestrate everything and try to get everything set up and then present it like a PowerPoint spread and then show that they have a viable interest, and then DAZN can decide, I like it. Or DAZN can look at this like PowerPoint spread. Hey, we got 6,000 views on this, and then when we did a live stream, and they making the black fighters do all this work. Listen to me. I'm not just out here saying black, white this, but just listen. Why do black fighters in America, American black fighters, Gary Russell Jr. and Devin Haney, why do they have to do all this to get the bag? It is statistically proven that black people in general, it is harder to get loans for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you open a new business, that's statistic. They did studies on this, right? Devin Haney and Gary Russell, I like them both. They can scrap. They awesome fighters. It's a great fight. But they have to do all this to get bestowed, quote unquote, the loan to capture DAZN's buy-in. But Triple G can fight Steve Rose and get $15 million and don't promote the fight. Devin Haney, Bill Haney, and who else? Gary Russell and Batman and all these people are selling the fight to you, and the LDBC are selling the fight to you and making it interesting and all this stuff and entertaining, and DAZN is still dragging their feet on it and not firm on committing. Shout out to John Page. They broke. Canelo and Triple G about to own DAZN. Yeah, when this lawsuit comes in, which I'm gonna get to in a second. But look at what the black fighter has to do. So Mikey Garcia, he came over to DAZN, got $7 million, did nothing promotionally. He didn't do what Devin Haney, Bill Haney, and Gary Russell and Batman and Fanon and Blue and 7-8 and all these people are doing to sell Jesse Vargas fight. He didn't do that. He didn't make it hype. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm about to start my own boxing firm or some shit. Because some of y'all don't understand. The power is in the people. The power is in the people. The people anoint what we paying for and all that type of stuff. And some of these people, the big wigs in the company, they just in the way because they think they're the end all be. It's a new game. It's a new day, bro. I told you, that's that old media stuff. That's that old media stuff right there. That's that old media mentality. DAZN wants everything handed on a silver platter because they're losing money, because they have a pending lawsuit. So they want you to do this PowerPoint spread and show how many numbers. But this is the thing. This is my only question to you guys. Why? Listen, when it's a black fight, two black fighters, when it's a black fight, why they got to get this PowerPoint and show, Fanon's live numbers and Blue Blood this and, all these Gary Russell videos and tabulate this so they can make a reasonable decision to get DAZN's name on that paper, to get Rematch Room and Eddie Hearn's name on that paper. But then Triple G don't do anything to promote the fight. He can get a bag and equity and $15 million to fight Steve Rose. No questions asked. He can get $15 million to fight just study the game. Study why I would be mad. Triple G could fight Steve Rose and get $15 million granted even before the pandemic. It don't matter. He got $15 million. For what? Nobody wanted that. Nobody asked. People is asking for this Devin Haney and Gary Russell shit, and they got to show their ass and cuss each other out and handle the business by themselves for DAZN to, ponder it. But Canelo can get $35 million because he's Canelo. Man, DAZN business model been trash. It's trash. If you all in the numbers, why didn't you do this before? Because the streets is asking for a fight like this. The streets wasn't asking for no Triple G versus Steve Rose, Madrimov versus Eric Walker. You see what I'm saying? But now they want to penny pinch. Now they want to be frugal. Now they want to, bro. They've been at Saks Fifth Ave, Neiman Marcus, Macy's, and they've been shopping at all these ballerific stores. And then now when it comes to a black fight with Gary Russell, Devin Haney, where the fight is really served to you on a silver platter, now they want to go shop at the Dollar Tree. Now they want to tighten up on the purses. Man, come on, bro. I told you they do not respect the black dollar, but we gonna make them respect it because we the streets and people, not these people in the suits. We control the narrative. New media, we control the narrative. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to do all this. Why do all black fighters, if you're like Andre Ward and you cool and you're a great fighter, great resume, they say be like Broner. He don't have to be like Broner. If he wanted to be like Broner, I'm sure he would. But that's not his MO. But this is what they want. I'm telling you. So DAZN, like I said, I don't think they had the money for this, bro. I don't think they had the money for this. Because Bill Haney shouldn't have to come out of his pocket. That's not how fight. You think Danny Garcia got to come out of pocket to fight Errol? You're supposed to be training. You're supposed to be training and promoting the fight. Danny don't have to, put up his Danny Garcia barbershop or something stupid, as collateral and, you know what I mean? The fighters shouldn't have to do this. So, I don't know. The whole situation is crazy to me. So it looks like the Gamboa fight, to me, like I've been saying, that looks a bit more likely to me. Because Gamboa is coming off a loss. He's not going to charge you what Gary Russell going to charge you as an undefeated fighter, or actually a once beaten fighter. But Gary Russell has good momentum. He looked good versus Nyambr, stuff like that. So, bro, I'm just saying, why Golovkin didn't have to put up his own money to fight Steve Rose? He should have. As a company, as a business, because that shit was trash. Steve Rose. Make Golovkin Promotions front that so you don't take the hit. But then when it comes to a black fight, they're like, oh, no, we don't want to get involved. We don't want to lose too much money. But you was down to lose money with Triple G Rose and Triple G Derenchenko and, Canelo versus Rocky Fielding. But now all of a sudden you want a penny pinch. Man, stop. Stop playing with me. They overestimated Canelo's star power. I told you. Canelo is a terrific fighter, but he don't do nothing to promote the fight. This Devin Haney, Gary Russell stuff is already more entertaining than anything Canelo press build-up, promotional build-up ever. When have you ever seen it? Bro, I remember when Canelo was about to fight my man Danny Jacobs. They was on FaceTime, and they was, laughing. There was no, harsh words and none of this back and forth and rah-rah. You know what I'm saying? It was a boring build-up. But now DAZN, I'm telling you, I think they're working on their exit strategy out of America. So you might see some Eddie Hearn UK shows, but other than that, I don't know. Especially with Canelo suing them. Y'all got to get these likes up. Bro, Canelo is trying to sue them for everything that they got. Breach of contract, fraud. And if he get out of his contract, it's really going to be, just listen. Like Jay said, I ain't passed the ball, but I know a little bit enough. You only legally search my... Bro, I ain't passed the ball, but peep this. If you're getting sued for the remainder of the contract, Canelo Alvarez was supposed to get $365 million over the course of a couple years with his events. You were supposed to be paying this out. Canelo's trying to get $300 million in a lawsuit, even if you settle out of court, right? He's trying to get a lot of money. So that's basically the remainder of his contract, probably a little bit more in damages. Would you be worried about Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell? A fight it's cool, but is that going to make you a whole heap of money? You know what I'm saying? So, and you just lost Bellator, MMA. They're going to CBS. Is boxing in the U.S. really your priority? That's my question. I think DAZN is going to head out of America. Like that meme, that SpongeBob meme. We headed out. I'm headed out. That's DAZN right now. They look okay. Why they're y'all don't listen to me, bro. I be telling y'all the same stuff. It's just like beating a dead horse. They're liquidating their U.S. assets. It's like a liquidation sale. Like you have a furniture store in your city that's going out of business. What do? They be like, oh, clearance sale, 10% off. 2 weeks later, 20% off. 2 months later, they going out of business, bro. 40% off. And then you get to the last week of it, of the store being open, everything's 90% off, whatever remains in that store. Just study. Y'all got to study and get smart. Study the business. That's when my predictions be on point. Look it. They got rid of the Pat McAfee show. They got rid of the MLB change-up show. They just did furloughs. They withheld the rights to, during that pandemic, said they weren't paying people. Bellator just left. Canelo's suing them. Come on, bro. The writing's been on the wall, and I've been here every step of the way. This is a liquidation. I really firmly believe that they're hightailing it out of America. All that Eddie Hearn cap and American takeover, that don't look to be the case. You're gonna stick around in America for Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell, who lost to Lomachenko and Linares. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you get a couple fights out like that, but don't look for no series of U.S. fights and all that. While Canelo's suing them, Canelo's suing them changes everything. They tried to get Canelo fight wholesale price. Told you. It's just a bad business model, bro. It's a bad business model. And then you said, no, buy pay-per-view. I bet you wish you had some pay-per-view now. I bet you they wish they had pay-per-view now because they about to be on PPJ. Some people are like, oh, what you mean PPJ? Pay per judge. That's what they about to be on. You feel me? I bet you wish they had pay-per-view now. They're going to be on PPJ, pay per judge. Because when that judge yields that verdict and Canelo wins and he in the courtroom, I was born ready. And he fixing his collar and shit, high-fiving his team and shit. You going to be on that PPJ, pay per judge. That judge going to make you pay. Judge Dredd going to be in there. I am the law. And DAZN really going to be hurt. And if Canelo, you have to pay Canelo and he leave the network. And then, Ryan Garcia in his gym, he might try to get out his contract. Then by default, Triple G might try to get out his contract. Because Triple G, the only reason he went over, or one of the main reasons he even went over to DAZN was Canelo. So they all promise shit that they can't fulfill. Man, stop playing with me, bro. Y'all wasting my time now. Stop playing with me. So this is a clusterfuck of just foolishness and bad strategizing and game planning. The man Triple G went to DAZN under the premise that he could get Canelo. And they gave him equity. Who cares if you have equity in the company and the company's stocks are shit? Why you want equity in a company that's doing bad in America? Man, come on. So Canelo, Triple G, bro, it's going to be like one of the movies like where everybody got guns. Remember Bad Boys 2 where Will Smith, Mike Lowry, and Marcus Burnett and the Haitians, everybody had guns drawn. That's what this is getting to. Canelo got his burner out. I was born ready. Triple G finna pull his biscuit out like, hey, if Canelo... Listen to me, people. Listen to me. If Golden Boy promised Canelo would fight Triple G, and then somewhere that went sour, now Canelo wants off Shutter Island. So that Canelo's suing all of them. DAZN might sue Golden Boy because they getting sued and their Golden Boy didn't fulfill what they said they could do. Then DAZN made a separate contract with Triple G. And we know that they pretty much guided him in the direction of signing to DAZN under the guise or the stipulation that he would get Canelo. So if Canelo says deuces and leaves and goes to PBC and Triple G's stuck on DAZN, Triple G might try to sue for breach of contract. Bro, everybody got the guns drawn. This is about to be bad. I'm telling you. So that's why I'm doing so many videos on it, because this is about to be real bad. This is about to be real bad. Canelo suing Golden Boy and DAZN and Oscar. DAZN might end up suing Golden Boy, counter suing. Um, Triple G might be mad, like, hey, no, guys, where Canelo? He went over there for Canelo, and you couldn't provide nothing to what you were saying. Everybody getting sued. I'm killing you and him. Canelo said he big worm out here. You get a suit. You get sued. You get sued. You're all getting fucking sued. Oprah style. Harpo. Y'all all getting sued. Watch. It's not going to end pretty, bro. Or you settle out of court and Canelo gets freedom. So he still gets cashed out and he gets freedom. And I don't care if you're a billionaire. Ain't nobody like to lose money. Lynn Blavnik, he going to be pissed. Who want to lose money? Ain't nobody want to lose no money in business, especially millions. Ugly. But that's what happens when you're not about your business. Your business. Stay the fuck about business. We'll see how it plays out. But here's the other thing. Are they going to have 8 Golden Boy cards? 8 Golden Boy cards? When Canelo's suing them, they all doing lawsuits. They might freeze all that. Because in the case of a lawsuit, you ain't trying to lose more money than you may lose in the lawsuit verdict. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to DAZN for not listening to your boy Ego. It's looking bad. And then, like I said, you look at the Devin Haney, Gary Russell situation. All this commotion about the fight, if that don't happen, then it's probably going to be Devin versus Gamboa or something. You know, so it's a wasted opportunity if everyone's hyped up off of, like, just imagine going to a restaurant and somebody said, man, this place, they got brilliant steaks. Get the steak medium rare. They got great steaks. And all they've been talking about how the steaks sizzle and taste good and sizzle in your mouth and all that. And then you get there and they're like, oh, we ran out of steaks. But we got this cup of noodle. But we got these oodles and noodles. We got these oodles and noodles. He said he know where your mama stay. He know where my mama stay. Yeah, Friday shit. Bro, if you had your mouth all set up for some steak, Devin Haney and Gary Russell, and then now they're going to come back and say, oh, we got these oodles, but I got these oodles and noodles. But I got these oodles and noodles. Most of y'all rappers is poodles. I got these oodles and is a different, you know, so that's going to be a missed opportunity if they don't fight next. So it's going to be ugly for DAZN, bruh. It's going to be ugly, my friend. Hey, my friend, mira papi. Hey, come on, guys. Mira papi. I not tired yet. Hey, mira papi. It's going down. Kazan, DAZN is going down. It's not looking good, bruh. Eddie Hearns don't listen. He a narcissist. Somebody said keep going. What is that? Noya Danky. That sounds like some weed. That motherfucker smoking that Noya Danky. He got some 504 New Orleans weed. What is Noya Danky? Motherfucker. Is that sativa? Nah, this that Noya Danky. I'm off that Noya Danky. That motherfucker off that Noya Danky, you know. 504. Even if I don't get no taller, I'ma always be a CMB baller. Wheezy 2 pistols. I bought me a revolver, a K and 2 missiles. I'm ready for war. Do you feel the same? Lil' boy, you must be retarded. Tangle with Lil Wayne, boy. That man off that Noya juice. He off that Noya juice. Tango with Lil Wayne, boy, you must be retarded. I got that all black On them double black buttons, blending so well, look like I'm riding on nothing. Talk a lot of shit, but I ain't lying on nothing. She love my satin sheets, it's like she lying on nothing. Weezy F, baby, bitch. If you don't say the baby, you make me sick. Take these bricks, bro. I'm on that Young Money. Yo, I had my boy masturbating your bro fast the tank. He off that know your danky. I got game like a sports, bro. Cast the Wayne, your bro master. I had my boy masturbate on your bro fast the tank. Watch how I go hard on that ab with it. I move a jag rented in your residential. Swagger soap, it might pinch you. Sheesh. That motherfucker was spitting. Interior Mercury. Sheesh. I'm repping my city, my hood, my the city that is. Bro, he off that BG. B Jizzle. Eagles Army is that army, but he at the Navy. So if you ever play a Hateman, then it ain't no gravy. That man, hey, Water. That Water off that Noya Danky. Water. Hey, Beatrice. Man, don't tangle and twist. We got this $5 super chat. You heard, man. Black Ranger Boxing. He said, do you think that PBC will eventually have a monopoly on this boxing thing? The way the UFC is looking like that, because DAZN up out of here. Remember Snoop and Tupac song? Two of America's Most Wanted? Up out of here. Yeah. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Bruh, DAZN look up out of there. A picture perfect. I painted perfect picture. Bro, up out of there. DAZN is looking up out of there, bro. A picture perfect. I painted perfect picture, bum, hoochie whip position. And double OP, ego, fuck the homie. Teach some cold ass. Shumping up. I keep my head on the gun because they got me on the run. Bro, they looking up out of there. Smash the like button. It's over. Y'all tripping in the comment section. Bro, Canelo suing the fuck out of them has probably put a big, like, you ever go to your mom have a friend and they kids piss the bed still and shit? Like y'all older, like you and your siblings go there, so y'all of the age where you don't wet the bed, but your mom have a friend and they got some dirty ass little kids, and you go in the house and you smell that stench, that piss stench. That's DAZN right now, bro. Like, nah, it's no disrespect to the family. You just got that tinge of piss smell. Cause that piss, right when you walk into an environment with piss, it's punchy. Oh god damn, who let the dogs out? Y'all know what I'm talking about? When it just got that little bit of piss smell to the house, to the residence. Kind of punchy. That's DAZN right now, bro. It's looking like the little piss. They got that little piss smell. You just get that whiff, you know? You get that little whiff. DAZN got a little whiff of that piss smell. They closing their year and it looking kind of pissy. That's all I'm saying. He said it smelled like a litter box. It smelled like a shitter box. I'm just telling you, it looking kind of pissy. It's smelling kind of pissy. Like, you can act like you don't see it, but bro, Canelo is suing you for everything. And he gonna be playing golf on Instagram in 2 days. Canelo is good, bro. He got millions of dollars. I'm sure he could be off for a minute. DAZN can't, bro. Y'all pissing me off now, bro. DAZN cannot afford to just keep charging people $20 a month and putting on no fights. Bro, boxing and business, it does not work like that. Lil G is Stalker X. I don't know what you're talking about, Icy. Boxing does not work like that. DAZN can't wait. Oh, man. Wait a minute. Don't you hear me, baby? Bro, nobody's going to wait for you. Showtime, if they want to stay in the box, they have to put out a schedule. They did that. Ain't nobody finna wait. Like, you ever been like jogging with somebody and they slow as fuck? And they like, and they messing up your run. You feel me? They messing up you got a good little stride, you feeling good, but because they eat too many cheeseburgers or something. They can't keep up. They can't keep up. And they're like, oh, they breathing like Biggie Smalls. The only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. You know what I'm saying? They got that Christopher Wallace breath. The radar top was short like leprechaun as I cross so good. You know what I'm saying? Because they tired and you wait up and you slow down your stride to walk with them, but you really want to be jogging, finishing up your regular run. That's don't work in business. You can't just, hey, let us figure this out. We got to figure this out. You, man, what? We gonna keep the zone like, yeah. All right, check this out. We're gonna keep charging you $20 a month, but give me some time. I gotta figure this out. That's not how it works. Ain't nobody paying $20 a month while you figure something out. It's not me, it's you. But keep paying your $20. Bro, you better come out with that calendar like Aesopolis. Sorry, I'm allergic to y'all bullshit. You better come out with that schedule. Ain't nobody gonna pay $20 for that. We don't even know who you fight. Stop it, bro. And even if the zone's business model is so bad, let's say Dev fight Gamboa November 7th. It's already September, dog. It's September 11th. And you haven't even announced the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even really giving any of your fights a chance to grow and build up the hype and shoot extra programming. It's just you can't survive like that, bro. How Pac say it, niggas look like Larry Holmes, flabby is sick. Facts. For example, Gary Russell, and I don't know about the Gary. I don't even know if that's going to happen. But Devin Haney, let's say he fights Gamboa. They're talking about November 7th. You're still talking about Gary Russell negotiations, so who knows? So you still have to negotiate and make a commitment to either Gary or Gamboa, right? That's for allegedly November 7th per Eddie Hearn. Errol Spence and Danny Garcia are fighting November 21st, but it's already been announced. We knew before it was announced, and they've already done promotion. They've already started the promotion for it. Just because you don't have pay-per-view doesn't mean you can't promote it like a pay-per-view. You see what I'm saying? How is it that Errol Spence, Danny Garcia has been announced, it's been known about, it's been building up, and Brian Kinney already did a FaceTime with them that they showed on their last telecast? DAZN thinks they can just come in here willy-nilly, have no game plan. Even HBO was good at this. They would get their fight scheduled together, and then on the telecast, they'd be like, coming up in the next 2 months, Curtis Stevens versus David Lemieux, only on HBO, Boxing After Dark. DAZN is just putting out one fight at a time, no promotion. You don't know what fights up. Man, get these dudes out of here, bro. Bro, they had the Virgil Ortiz, Samuel Vargas fight. They didn't tell you who Devin was fighting. They didn't have the rights to the Dillian White Povetkin fight at that time. You know what I'm saying? You can't do these little one-offs. DAZN need to do that new NBC deal where they just do one fight deals and all that. This can't work, bro. I'm telling you, that's not how boxing works. There's no momentum. Like Showtime has such a schedule. Like for example, if what I'm saying don't make sense, then God bless. Showtime got Erickson Lubin. Wait, y'all, listen. Wait. Showtime got Erickson Lubin and Goucher. The promotion has already started. They're doing face-off. I think Kevin Cunningham said they have a face-off Zoom or something. They've already started promoting that fight. Then when they have the fight, the night of the fight, mark my words, since it's already done deal, the Charlo brother fight, which one of them, Jermell, fights in the same division as Erickson Lubin and Terrell Goucher, 154, they're going to use the Terrell Goucher Erickson Lubin fight in that card, and since it's on the same network, they're going to promote the upcoming Charlo card. You see how this all bleeds together, right? So that's how you capitalize. Listen, I'm gonna stop giving some of these free gems because I'm gonna just start charging. If you want this type of advice and insight, I'm just gonna make sure they charge. I know the fans is paying and we're getting super chats and stuff, but I'm giving too many free gems away. Too many free gems. I'm gonna just start charging y'all. Anybody, companies that need this advice, consultation, you want to grow your YouTube, grow and brand in boxing, I'm gonna just start charging. If Bud want that at 147, why don't he want Virgil Ortiz? That's better than Keller, Brook. Ortiz wants that action. Man, you way off. You drunk? That was just weird, bro. We wasn't even talking about Crawford. Whatever, bro. No refunds. Thanks for the super chat, though. Bro, what are you talking about? Keller Brook? Who is Keller Brook and Virgil? Why would Virgil Ortiz? Bro, Virgil Ortiz just fought Samuel Vargas. Sit down. Crawford is a WBO champion. I like Virgil Ortiz, but you don't. That's bad for your fighter. Why would you put him in with Samuel Vargas and then just jump him up to a guy like Crawford? That's just stupid anyway. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta miss me with the foolish shit. That's not what I'm in boxing for. That's stupid. That's stupid to put your fighter. You're supposed to gradually build him up, get him better guys, journeyman, okay, graduate to the next level guy, then fight. You know, build the person up. Why would Virgil Ortiz go from Brad Solomon and Samuel Vargas straight to a Crawford? How he earn a title shot? Is he the WBO number one? You just saying shit. Your beard is bad for your hygiene. You being on my channel is bad for my hygiene. Block him. Yeah. Anyway, that's my cue. They just coming in with the foolish shit. Fuck what they talking about. But mark my words. Erickson Lubin, Terrell Goucher, they will promote on Showtime since they already have their schedule announced. So guess what? They're going to be able to promote the next event, which is the Charlo fight, the doubleheader, the title of this video that you guys should all pay for. Bro, we're going to destroy old media. We're going to destroy them. Right? DAZN keep doing these once and done thing. Like, they don't have their schedule intact. So, when was the last DAZN fight? Dillian White? That's sad, bro. Come on, bro. Ego, really? Who has Crawford fought that is a great fighter? I'm not answering that. That's foolish, bro. I'm not. This ain't even about. I never even said nothing about Crawford. I don't know what all these Listen, this stream don't have nothing to do with Crawford. Crawford has fought good names. Victor Postal arguably just beat Jose Ramirez. What are y'all talking about, bro? Victor Postal, who was considered kind of worn, almost virtually beat Jose Ramirez, and Crawford ran through him. What are y'all talking about? Saying Crawford ain't fought no one. Come on, yeah. Like, listen. My channel is like boxing caviar. This is just for the ritzy and the people who really about this sweet science. All that other stuff, y'all starting to lose me. Cause like, see, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all listening to too many opinions and y'all just not thinking for yourself. So you just come back to my channel saying the weird stuff. This stream had nothing to do with Crawford. We weren't talking about Crawford, and then you randomly just brought that up. It's just weird. But anyway, back to what I'm saying, and now I'm out because y'all talking about whatever weird stuff. I wasn't even talking about Crawford. The bottom line is Terrell Goucher, since Showtime actually has a game plan, they're going to promote their next card, which is the Charlo fight. What would, just before I get out of here, what was DAZN's last fight card? Their last boxing card. What was DAZN's last fight card? Let's start there. Somebody tell me what DAZN's last fight was. The last fight that they broadcast. I don't even know. What was DAZN's last card that they've aired, that they broadcast for boxing. Anybody, somebody. The last fight that they, from today's September 11th, 9/11, Cursor says, I have no idea. Bro, nobody knows the breakfast menu. Oh my God. What, okay, let's, fuck this. All right, Dillian White versus Povetkin. That's the last one I can remember. I don't know. That's my point. Nobody knows what it was. That's not good, bro. Like, you're supposed to have a schedule. I'm going to say it's Dillian White versus Povetkin. That's the last DAZN fight I remember watching. Eddie Hearn's fight camp, right? Cool. So, if you notice on that fight camp, they didn't talk about what was next. They didn't say, oh, stay tuned for Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell on November 1st. Hey, check out Devin Haney versus Gary Russell or Devin Haney versus Gamboa on November 7th. Check out, our future. They don't have no fucking plan, bro. You can't win in boxing like that. What did Rocky's wife say when he was about to fight Ivan Drago? You can't win. Remember, what do you mean? Apollo, he died Drago. Remember Rocky 4? When Rocky's own bitch told him, you can't win. That's the zone right now. You can't win. You going against Drago. You can't win. Look at it. Hey, what do you mean? Apollo Creed, I was throwing the towel. Rocky didn't know what to say. Bro, I'll break up my chick. She said, I can't win a fight. Bitch, go on then. What you with me for if I can't win? Dummy. You can't win. That's the zone right now, bro. It's too much foul shit. So you can't promote your next thing. Hey, what do you mean? I can't win just because Apollo died. Apollo. That motherfucker Apollo got destroyed. Throw the damn towel. If he dies, he dies. Bro, you can't win like that. Dillian White versus Povetkin. But you can't offer us Joshua Pulev venue and date. You can't offer us Ryan Garcia's next fight. You can't tell us when the next DAZN Devin Haney card. You couldn't say, okay, Dillian White just got knocked the fuck out, but check out in 2 weeks, Danny Jacobs is fighting against John Ryder, and it's a double feature with Demetrius Andrade and Liam. You can't win like this, bro. DAZN thinks they're going to just drop one fight here, one drop here, one drop here, and no momentum, nothing. I told you DAZN should have just cashed me out from the beginning because they clearly don't have the brain power working for them. They don't have a schedule. They have no foundation. 5 weeks. It'd be 5 weeks from the fight, and you don't even know who's fighting. Come on, bro. This shit is looking a nightmare. 5-6 weeks. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to Felicia. Let's get it. Bro, listen. They be 5-6 weeks out. You a comedian, if nothing else, no refund needed. All right, that's fair. Bro, you just randomly brought up Crawford, though. Y'all be having Tourette's in my comment section. Sigourney Weaver. Like, what the fuck where did that come from? Aliens, motherfucker? Ridley Scott looking at? Y'all just be having that Tourette's. Sigourney Weaver. She's the best sci-fi badass. What? Okay, that's cool. What does Sigourney Weaver got to do with this that I'm talking about? Corn dog. Bud Crawford. Like, y'all be having that Tourette's and shit. Y'all got that Tourette syndrome in my chat. Like, I'll be like, man, the Charlo brothers, y'all should Sega Dreamcast. What? Sega. The motherfucker just said Sega? What'd you say? Y'all just be randomly bringing up shit and super chatting different subjects. Huggies pull-ups. Mommy, wow. I'm a big kid now. What the fuck was that? I gave Rihanna her umbrella. What? Brella, Ella, no, you want to see me naked. No, take it. What the fuck are y'all even talking about? Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? Motherfucker got Tourette's in my shit. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know who y'all watching and shit. I conduct my shit a certain way. Banana boat. What? Excuse me? Motherfucker. I be trying to understand. Blurting out Crawford and shit. What the fuck's that got to do? Bernie, weekend at Bernie's. Like, Bernie told Crawford. Okay, Bernie told Crawford. What's that got to do with what we doing? What would we do? I'm just so confused reading my own comments from, we supposed to be talking about boxing and stuff. Y'all be bringing up all types of weird shit. Panda Express got a 2-for-1 special. Okay, you done? Man, orange chicken looking at it, man. Junior said Eddie Hearn. Oh, y'all like when I got Tourette's? That's what's up. I don't know, bro. DAZN got to do something. Like, and see, this is the thing. They don't have their schedule until, let's say Devin fought Gamboa on November 7th. They might not even have Jacob's shit done by then, or Andrade, so they can't even promote that together. You see what I'm saying? So there's no build up. It just, man, come on, bro. Anyway, the main event of this particular chat was the Charlo brothers. Go ahead and order that fight. Just do it. Maybe Ortiz's father was on Champ's side. What that got to do with me? Saying he would take the fight, but you only keep up with your own platform. Bro, you sounding like a Looney Tune, bro. I'm out here doing my own video, and you telling me what the next person doing. And then you mad because you got embarrassed because you just randomly brought that up out of nowhere. That's weird, bro. Y'all be on that weird. And then you trying to be facetious and but I guess you only follow you. You only know about, bro, I don't know what anybody else did. I mind my own business. So you right. You right about that. But, bro, now I'll be a Huckleberry. See, now I got to get you. Because now you try to come and you trying to be funny. Okay, I got you. Now I got to get you. First of all, your first mistake, you out here telling me what the next person's doing. When this had nothing, in reality, this had nothing to do with what the conversation and what the title's about. Then I made a jokey joke and you took it the type of way. Cool, got you. But let's talk about it. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm assuming you're a grown-ass man too. Act like one. Why do I care about Virgil Ortiz? And I'm saying this in the most sincere way possible. Why do I care about Virgil Ortiz's pops calling out Crawford when he is attached to a network being sued by I Was Born Ready, Canelo Alvarez, the biggest person assigned with his same promoter, Golden Boy, Canelo Alvarez, is suing Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, and his platform. I can't even say network, but I'll say platform, right? $280 million just this week. So I know you heard about it. You have a much smaller profile fighter, a good fighter, Virgil Ortiz Jr. He's calling out an ESPN guy, according to you. I haven't seen it, but I'll be a Huckleberry, like I said. He's calling out an ESPN guy who's a champion. On another network. Please don't waste my time. Golden Boy fighters, in case you guys aren't listening, may not have dates, or they might be few and far in between. The biggest star on Golden Boy is now suing Golden Boy. Who in the hell believes that Virgil Ortiz versus Terrence Crawford, who also is in the works to fight Kell Brooks, that's the latest and greatest, right? Who believes that that fight would happen? I told you, I'm not in boxing for the same reasons as a lot of people or other people. And this is not no diss to nobody. I don't care. You can let Virgil Ortiz, he could do the interview, his dad could do the interview, they could speak their piece. But what I'm saying is I'm not really worried about that because it doesn't seem likely. I was asking your opinion. I'm not bent out of shape. Don't waste my time, bro. Okay, Jay, I'm gonna ask you like this. Do you feel that Virgil Ortiz Jr., I get it, his pops called him out, yeah. With all that's going around with Golden Boy Promotions being sued by Canelo, DAZN losing Bellator, possibly losing Canelo, and possibly having Golden Boy's dates frozen, do you feel it is likely in a pandemic year to see Virgil Ortiz, who is tethered to DAZN and Golden Boy currently, never fought someone halfway as good as Crawford, and Crawford fights on ESPN, is that likely for them to happen and them to fight? I'm just asking you, bro. I'm just asking, does that seem any way realistic? I told you guys, if you guys have questions for me, that's cool. I'm not trying to sound like a dick. I'm saying, does it seem likely that I'm not in the business of wasting my breath and I don't just sit and talk boxing. Oh, Mike Tyson versus David Tua. I like conclusions. There's no conclusion to Mike Tyson versus David Tua. That's not realistic, bro. Now he just admitted it. See, Jay? He said no. So that's why I'm saying, you asking my opinion on something that's not finna happen. DAZN is looking like they're fleeing America, packing their bags and going to them other soccer markets and cricket and darts and tetherball tournaments, Foursquare. That's what it looks like to me. So I get that Virgil Ortiz's daddy trying to brand his son or whatever. He's training his son. He trained him because Robert Garcia couldn't come. He was sick or something. So I get that. They trying to make they play, but it's not likely at all, bro. So it's just a waste of time, especially when Golden Boy, bro, I don't even think DAZN is feeling Golden Boy right now because they're all in cahoots. It's an entanglement, and they're all in cahoots in this big, huge mess together. So I don't even think that's likely. They got to figure out this Canelo situation before anything. That's what I'm saying, man. Like if it's something halfway reasonable that it could happen, then I'll answer questions like that. But people always want to do this in boxing. Oh, what about Charlo versus Danny Jacobs? I'm like, wait, Charlo got to fight Devin Haney. That's a great fight. Let's see, that's what's wrong with boxing. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to lash out on you particularly, but I'm saying this is what's wrong with boxing to me. You got so many people who are already looking on to the next thing and the next order of business. Oh, yo, boom, boom, boom. Like, how we talking about Charlo versus Danny Jacobs? We got to see how he looks versus Devin Haney. Let's do one thing. Virgil Ortiz, put it this way. I'll give out $100 gift card if he fight Terrence Crawford next. I'll do a random raffle. That is not going to happen. And I don't see why, after all these predictions that I messed around and got right, why people don't just take my word for certain things. He is not fighting that's not even good for your fighter, bro. It's not good to have Brad Solomon level guys and this guy and, kind of a wash Mauricio Herrera and then put him in with a Samuel Vargas and then shoot up all the way to a WBO Crawford, a WBO champion who's certified and skilled. That's not good planning for your fighter. So I don't see that happening. And then what would be the benefit for Top Rank? You guys have to understand that's part of the business too. That would be no benefit to work with Golden Boy, who has their own problems. They're on a a desolate network right now with no schedule. How does Crawford really benefit from that? Until Virgil Ortiz continues fighting names and getting their bars up. Virgil said he's ready for Spence. I don't care. I could tell you I seen Elvis at the goddamn mall. Oh yeah, I ran into Elvis Presley at Hot Topic. What does that mean? I don't get gassed off of what people say. Virgil Ortiz, he could scrap. I enjoy watching what I'm seeing. But he's also aligned with a promoter that hasn't been able to facilitate none of these fights y'all is talking about. You know what's a realistic fight? But see, listen, this why it seemed like old media energy, bro. Instead of talking about champions like Errol Spence, Errol Spence about to be on pay-per-view, people. What are we talking about? He about to fight Danny Garcia, a known name, on pay-per-view and get millions of dollars. Why would you be worried about Virgil Ortiz, whose best win is Mauricio Herrera? The business, that don't even make sense, man. That does not make any sense. But you know what does make sense? Virgil Ortiz versus Jaron Boots Ennis. Now we can see the coming of age story between two raw welterweights. That makes more sense. Talk to me. Listen, if y'all ain't talking about, don't tell me about Keith Thurman, Virgil, Errol Spence versus Virgil, Crawford versus Virgil. Talk about Jaron Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz Jr. Because I have questions about both based on the lack of a resume from either. They both are doing it. I'm not hating. I'm just telling you, they both are doing their thing. But until they get provided the elite names, we don't really know. That's the fight to make. But nobody wants to talk about it. They want to talk about Keith. Keith is a multiple-time two-belt at one point champion. How Virgil Ortiz get that? You know? Virgil Ortiz, Jaron Boots Ennis, and Jaron Boots Ennis, he has his situation, promotional situation is very complicated. But it's probably less complicated than trying to get a star like Crawford or Errol Spence or Keith Thurman to make that make sense. See, listen, I'm Frank Castle. I'm the Punisher, and I'm coming to punish boxing. Y'all got to make it make sense to me. My boy Speedy Rashidi Ellis, is with Golden Boy right now, and he's a terrific fighter. He spars with Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade in Rhode Island sometimes. Pretty often, pretty frequently. Rashidi Ellis is signed to Golden Boy, and he's a great fighter. Virgil Ortiz is signed to Golden Boy, and he's also a great fighter. Why don't they fight each other? Jaron Boots Ennis, I don't know. His situation a little bit, he's been working with Showtime PPC. He got a fight coming up. Cool. Speedy Ellis, Rashidi Ellis, and Virgil Ortiz. And then y'all can start talking about as he climbs up that ladder or climbs up the rankings and earns that number one spot, then we'll start talking about the other fights. Rashidi Ellis versus Virgil Ortiz, that's crack. That's crack. That's a good-ass fight. And they both were Golden Boy. See, this is what I'm talking about. People, they do this with Eddie Hearn fighters. Dillian White keep calling out, before he was the mandatory, calling out Wilder, calling out Andy Ruiz, right? But he on the same side as Usyk. He could have got the Joshua rematch. He could have fought Philip Ergovich. He could have fought other UK guys like Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce. He ain't fight none of them. But steady calling out Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz. Why didn't he fight Philip Ergovich? Philip Ergovich is supposed to be raw. Some people were saying he gave Wilder trouble in sparring. All right. Then let Dillian White show what he got against them. But they don't make matches like that. Come on, we know what time it is. Golden Boy can easily make two of their own fighters, Rashidi Ellis and Virgil Ortiz. Let's see how both look in that fight. And then that's climbing up the ladder, in my view. The Samuel Vargas, what does that really teach me? Nothing. Danny knocked him out. Errol knocked him out. Amir Khan survived and outboxed him, but got hurt, but still beat him. Y'all got to start making boxing make a little bit more sense. I don't go off of people's word. Just because you call someone out, that don't mean you in the position to fight them. because Errol Spence was in the position to fight Kell Brook, and Kell Brook was like prolonging it. You know what I mean? Kell Brook was like, Errol was climbing up the ladder, and they were throwing hella hurdles in front of him. This is what they do to black fighters. Errol Spence, they told him to fight Konstantin Ponomarov. Konstantin Ponomarov ducked the Errol Spence fight multiple times. You don't even hear about his name. Does he even fight anymore? Konstantin Ponomarov ducked Errol Spence multiple times. And they were throwing final eliminators. Errol was about that. Errol didn't duck that. So he should have been given the Kell Brook fight. Virgil Ortiz, he looked raw. But there's a lot of people that look raw until you put them in there with someone. Didn't we just watch Dillian White? And I'm not comparing Dillian White skillfully to Virgil. But it's just talk. Dillian White did a lot of talk. And he couldn't even get past Povetkin without getting bodied. So I don't care about talk. Dillian White said he'll whoop Tyson Fury. He said he'll whoop Wilder and Andy Ruiz. But you couldn't get past a guy that failed a drug test to not fight Wilder clean. So how was you going to beat Wilder if you get knocked out with a single shot from a 40-year-old Povetkin? Wilder ain't 40. So I don't care about what fighters are like talking about. You see? Spence would do Ortiz like Floyd did Canelo. And see, and that's the other thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out to Splashman. And then that leaves, for the detractors, that leaves room for criticism for Errol Spence. So when Errol Spence fought a Mexican-American fighter, Mikey Garcia, even though Mikey was insistent on the fight, and Errol wasn't even looking at it as a serious thing, but Mikey kept mentioning Errol Spence. So Errol Spence was like, all right, networks wanted it, felt they could sell out AT&T Stadium. And then Errol said, all right, I'll be a Huckleberry. And then he whooped him. They said he was too small. Just like you said, if Errol did what Floyd did to Canelo, they'll say Virgil Ortiz, he was still learning. You know, he was still young. He was still learning. He was still green. That's the problem. That's the problem. So the better situation would be to do what I'm saying and let Virgil Ortiz continue showing you who he is against better and better oppositions. And then when he's ready, so there can be no excuses, then you make the fight. But people keep trying to bypass this and jump straight to the fight. You know, boxing is starting to get like Mario Brothers 3 on Nintendo. There was this one secret level where you go behind this treasure chest and do this, and you get these warp whistles. And then Mario would be like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And then Mario would advance to the end of the game. So you don't have to go level by level by level. All you have to do is know this cheat code and this secret spot for the warp whistle, and it would advance you to the end of the game. That's what people are trying to do in boxing, especially in this social media era. They want a warp whistle. I told you, like I said on my channel all the time, everybody wants to be Money Mayweather, but they don't want to go through the Pretty Boy Floyd stages. That's it. If there was no Pretty Boy Floyd, there would be no Money Mayweather. Never forget that. Never forget that. Everybody wants the Mario Brothers 3 warp whistle. Fight the names you need to fight. Show us you could get past them. And then when that starts getting too easy, like, damn, these C and B level fighters, these A- fighters is getting chopped up. Now you move them up to Crawford or whatever and whatever. Stop playing with me, bro. New media. I'm out.